everybody, and welcome back to another episode of Black Thoughts, Season 4, Episode 6. Today I wanted to talk about the creator of Dragon Ball and Dragon Ball Z, who recently just passed, Akira Toriyama. Normally on a topic like this, I could do it by myself. I would do it by myself because obviously my wife is, she's not a big fan of it. So today I figured I'd bring somebody else on that's just as big as a fan as I am. So please give it up for my little brother, Winston Black. Winston, what's happening, brother?
What's good with y'all? What's good?
All right, so Win, let me ask you, right? Because we've been watching Dragon Ball Z since we were little kids, right?
Yeah.
But it was cut off because we watching.
Yeah, we was watching on regular TV.
Regular TV, so we didn't have cable, so we only was able to watch it up to a certain amount of points, though, right? But what's one of your earliest memories of the show?
Earliest memories of the show. Honestly, we didn't have cables so early on with like the Saiyan saga, but I remember watching it from the Frieza saga first. Like I knew nothing of Raditz or Nappa or anything like that. I just remember Frieza and Goku because we had Klee and them recording them on tape cassette so that we could watch them. So I didn't know anything about Nappa and Vegeta and like the infamous scene of Goku having a Kamehameha. And I was like, and honestly, to this day, I'm still watching episodes that I've never seen before.
Yo, I went back too because like I've never seen the episode when Raditz first came.
Yeah.
I've never seen the episode where they actually even fought Raditz. I've always just watched the clip when Goku dies.
Right.
That's it. And I was like, yo, I was sitting there like, dang, y'all said I never realized how much I missed when I was going back to watch it. Like I was literally just watching it like 3 days ago.
Just like when Raditz was telling me, he was like, yo, when I come back, yo, it better be about like 100 bodies left over.
Yeah.
I was like, I didn't know it was that deep.
I'm like, what type of invincible, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, what type of shit is that? And like, yo, like, and even now, even when I watch certain episodes that I thought that I seen all of, I realized I was like, yo, how did I miss so much?
Yeah. I mean, because we didn't have cable.
Yeah.
I mean, but like that was my earliest memory. My earliest memory is Frieza saga, Goku talking about something, forget about it. Yeah. And Vegeta talking to him like from the spirit, about like the little realm that they in. But it's like Goku imagination. He's like telling them to like remember his pride and all this stuff. And I ain't gonna lie, like I used to always imagine that scene like whenever I went to school, because I used to get picked on and stuff like that. So I used to think about that.
And see, and that's what I like about Dragon Ball Z, yo. Dragon Ball Z made you feel like, yo, like you were invincible once you watched the episode, like. And then like I was talking to Klee the other day, and he was like, yo, man, I remember, yo, niggas we could be outside in the middle of a basketball game, yo, we running in our house to watch Dragon Ball Z.
For real.
And be like, yo, I'll see y'all in 30 minutes. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, you don't want to miss an episode, like, yo. And I ain't gonna lie, missing one episode is very crucial. Because even if they don't fight, what they say in that episode transitions into the next episode. Yeah. It plays a very, very big part. My earliest memory of Dragon Ball Z was that episode when Gohan and Krillin kind of like got their power boost from Guru.
Okay.
I think that was like the last thing I saw, and they were kind of like moving, and they were looking for Dragon Balls on Namek, and Goku was training in the spaceship on his way to Namek.
Yeah.
And then after that, it was like cut, and it wasn't like until another couple of years where we actually went to go pick up and watch the rest of those episodes.
It was years before I even knew exactly what Captain Ginyu sound like.
Yeah.
Which is or Berta. Yeah. I used to always just be like, oh, these the villains, and like when I actually watched that episode when like Goku actually started like powering up, and like you see like when he first like started using like the real side of Kaioken. I was like, yo, that was so hard, like how he started doing the powering up, and then like you see like the scouters going on, like yo, it was one of those things you just like, bruh, like yo, this is crazy, like yo, everybody is zapping just because he powering up to go to only 180,000. Let's talk about like that, right? How 180,000 was like crazy,
the biggest thing ever, yeah.
Like dang, his power level 180. It wasn't even breaking scouters at the time.
Bro, it was crazy when you go back and watch that episode with Nappa, and he's like, yo, power level's over 9,000.
Yeah.
That ain't nothing.
Then when you get the Yakon, they like, yo, it's like quintillion, something like that. They like, yo, that's like the size that, yo, the power level he had could blow up a planet or something like that. He could blow up 3 planets.
And it ain't nothing to them. Like they just standing there looking at him like, man, barbecue chicken. Like yo, but No, I loved how it inspired like the whole world. Like yo, when I was looking on Instagram and stuff like that, and I was literally watching all these other countries and people were holding up their hands like they're giving power to the spirit bomb and everything. Like I say, you never realize like how many fans there really are in the world, especially even in America. I'm gonna be real with you, yo, because a lot of people that I didn't know watch Dragon Ball Z were posting a lot of stuff. Not. I mean, don't get me wrong. There was a lot of fake people too.
Oh yeah,
that
of
never
course.
watched the show.
Yeah.
That was just doing it just for clout or whatever like that. But you really get to see like some true fans. Like I seen one of my homegirls from high school. Right. This was a couple years ago, and she said, yo, I just sat down and watched an episode of Dragon Ball Z with my nephew. I never knew how good this show was. And I said, that's right, because y'all was too busy calling people like us clowns for watching that show.
And you know, it's funny that you mentioned that, right? So like, you know, I work, for those who don't know, I work in the school system, right? And with that, right, I was talking with one of my coworkers about how children today that play with toys, watch TV shows and anime and cartoons, they're looked at as weird, but really they're just children.
Yeah.
And then you got kids that are above their years that look at them like clowns, but really you are the anomaly. You're not supposed to know about what you're talking about, you know? So then like when it gets down to it, like when I see those kids, like when they start talking to me about Dragon Ball Z, I like to put more into that conversation because it's like, wait, an adult watch Dragon Ball Z? Absolutely. Like, yeah, it's a great show, and believe it or not, the show came out way before you or I was even born.
Right.
Like, it's one of those things, like, I remember when I was working at the bus station, right? And the guy that was my manager, yo, he like 50 years old. And I was talking to some of the kids on the bus about Dragon Ball Z, and he looks in the back and goes, Black, y'all talking about Dragon Ball Z? And I was like, and all me and the kids looking at each other like, yeah, we talking about Dragon Ball Z. He was like, man, I love that show, man. He was like, I heard they got another movie coming out. I said, yeah, Dragon Ball Z superhero. That's gonna be coming out soon. He was like, oh yeah, man. He was like, I'm behind. I gotta watch that Broly one too. I said, bro, he really know. He really know.
He on top of it. He on it. Like it amazed me because like even the niggas that like try to be gangster.
Yeah.
You feel me? And I was talking to one of my homeboys about, he's like, man, y'all over there talking about Goku and Vegeta and them and Trunks and all them, just turn to Super Saiyan. I said, you know a lot about Dragon Ball Z to say that, yo, you don't watch it. And he was calling us nerds and stuff. I was like, bro, but you are too. I say, yo, the issue is that I say, yo, you just are one of them people that's afraid to admit that you really like the show. But I will say this though, right? I think Dragon Ball Z gives you a little bit too much confidence. Right? I think it gives you a little bit too much confidence to certain people, and it's because of that. You know what I'm saying? You can find yourself in a very terrible situation. You laughing because you know exactly what I'm talking about.
Oh yeah, I know. We ain't gonna say no names, but
yeah, I'm not gonna say no names.
Couple people done got their hands with.
Definitely gonna tell this story though. So once upon a time. We are down the alley from this house, and we're just playing. We're just having fun. At this time, me and you are the oldest, I feel.
Hold on. We gotta look into the camera when you telling it. You gotta look into the camera. Gotta look into the cameras right here while you tell the story.
I'm about to say, I ain't gonna tell, I'm gonna let you tell some of it too, so that way you can get in on it.
All right,
so.
You gonna start it or should I start it?
I'm trying to get myself together.
Because it's kind of centered around me.
Yeah. Yeah, you got it.
So one day we all outside, we all playing. I don't even know what we was playing. I think we was playing basketball at one point. I don't know.
Yeah.
But one day we down the alley, we all sitting there playing. I got a friend. I guess I could say one of their names as long as I don't say the person that got beat up, right? You know what? I'm gonna go hard with it. Because it's a true story, so we can't be sued for it. It's a true story. I'm not gonna say.
We ain't gonna say no last names. I just gonna let it ride.
All right, so I got this friend named Rashad, and I'm the other person that got beat up. I'm not gonna throw him under the bus. But my friend Rashad, one day we was all down the alley, and he was trying to discipline his sister. Like his sister was acting out, showing out, and he told her to go in the house, right? And a girl decided to say, hey, you not going to tell her to go into the house and this, that, and third. And he said, go ahead somewhere with all of that, da 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 da, right? And she was like, if you make her go in the house, he was like, she was like, I'm gonna slap you. And
Lord.
we all sitting there like, I'm just sitting there like, what's going on, bro? Like, it's his little sister, right? So he sends his little sister in the house and she slaps him. And he gives her the meanest 6-hit combo over and over again. Like, and of course we break it up. Like, yo, chill out.
In real life.
We say, yo, we break it up. We like, yo, chill out, chill out, chill out. And then I got another friend who will not be named, jumps in and says, hey, yo, that's a female on some Craig type stuff, right? Honestly,
kudos to him, yo. Cause yo, he threw punches off the break. He threw punches at him off the break.
Kudos to him.
Yeah.
Now, when this goes down, I'm like, yo, hey, that's right.
Yeah.
Now, me at the point, I'm a little conflicted because I'm like, it's his little sister. She was acting out. You shouldn't have put your hands on him. Yeah. At the same time, we at the point like, it's wrong to hit females. So that's why we broke it up. Right? So when he jumped in it, yo, that's a girl, yo, da da da. I mean, he's swinging, right? Boom, 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 boom. And then it went downhill. And my friend starts working him over. So as he's working him over, he calls out to his little brother, right? He calls out to his little brother. When he calls out his little brother is froze. So he says, I ain't gonna say his name, he goes, help me. And his brother is froze, right? So me and my big brother are sitting there like, yo, what is going on? It's a catastrophe going on right here.
Oh my God.
Now mind you, we all 10, 9, 11, 12 years old. The kids that's fighting like 7 and 8 years old. So it's like, I don't know, what do you do? So when that happens, he beat him up. The boy crossed, his crucifix falls off, hits the ground. I pick it up for him.
Winston, you missed it.
I'm gonna get to it.
No. You missed the point.
Oh!
He only hit him one time.
Oh.
He hit him one time, and the cross came off of him.
Mm-hmm.
But it's crazy because this is actually the second fight that we.
I know. I was about to say, yeah. I'm gonna get to it. Yeah.
Which still involved that same person.
Yeah. So, we actually ended up missing the story. So we should have started with that
story before that.
All right. So the story before that was
once again, Big Shard.
But I'm gonna finish the second one though, because I'm already too deep in. I'm already way too deep in. So
you got it. Shard, don't be mad at me.
After that happened, his mom come out and she like, oh, what's going on? This, that, and third. And he telling his story, and she like digging in his tail, like she like, yo, why would you put your hands on these people? And this is where it gets a little bit crazy because she says, you ain't do that to Winston.
And we both looking puzzled. What the fuck he got to do with this?
I said, what did I do? And then I remembered me and Rashad was boxing one day with boxing gloves. And I put a bruise on his cheek when we was playing. Now, granted, we had gloves on. And he was bigger than me. And it wasn't like I did it on purpose. It was just like, we were just, kids boxing. Kids playing around boxing. And I just so happened to hit him with a good haymaker and he had a bruise on the cheek. And we were done. But when she said, you didn't do that to Winston, I was kind of flabbergasted. I'm like, I didn't even have nothing to do with this situation, right? But then you can tell the first story though.
But prior to that story, right, Rashad had this thing where he was a little big for his age. So one of the dudes, he was picking on the dude, right? Now mind you, the dude he was picking on, they was about the same size, right? I'm talking about height and weight. And every day we kept asking him, we said, yo, why do you let him do that? Like, why don't you just fight him, bro? We kept asking, we said, why don't you just fight him? Right? He would never do it. So one day we down the alley once again. And this is the day that he decides that he wants to fight Rashard. And so me and Winston, once again, we both are happy because we're like, finally, he's gonna do this shit, right? Now, mind you, we ain't got beef with neither one of them. Like, yo, Rashard, he cool as hell.
We support the underdog.
Yeah,
we like, yo, stand up for yourself.
Yeah, stand up for yourself. So, Daniel, oh my God, I said
Oh man. Oh damn.
Damn, Daniel.
Oh
shit.
Damn, Daniel.
Alright, so well, damn.
We deep in it now. We in
it. Alright, so then Daniel proceeds to do what they do in Dragon Ball Z, which is charge up. Now at this point, right, you see
that's what he's doing.
He's doing that exactly. And
eyes rolling in the back of his head.
And mind you, right? Even though we know Dragon Ball Z is just a TV show, me and Winston are looking at each other like, yo, yeah, he's gonna do it, right?
On some Dragon Ball Z.
Daniel charges up for 3 long ass minutes.
What'd he do, yo?
He popped back.
No. Show him what he did.
Daniel had his hands up, he charged up, and he hit Rashard. But when he hit Rashard, he hit him like that.
No. What'd he do? What'd he do? Show them what he did.
He hit him like this.
Right in the shoulder.
And
not in the face.
The first thing that came out of Rashard's mouth was, that don't hurt. And then he gave him one hit to the face.
Whoa. They you know what that he said. He said, yo, they ain't hurt. Now I'm gonna fuck you up. And then he took his fist like this.
With the knuckle out.
The knuckle out on some Knuckles from Sonic type tip. And banged him in his eye. Booka.
All you heard was, ah! Daniel covered one eye with his hand. And this is the part that gets me, right?
He ran
instead of running the short way home, he ran the long way home.
His eye must have really hurt.
But I will say this though, right? They've never had an issue out of each other after that day.
Why would you?
I'm just saying though, it kind of went away. You know what I'm saying? Everybody was cool. Everybody was straight. You know what I'm saying? He stood his ground.
He did.
Dragon Ball Z did that for him.
You know what? It's right, but it's only right. It's only right that because I put them out there, I tell a story about my own. All right, it's only right. Like, so, okay. I was at elementary school. I was getting bullied. I had about 4 bullies in my class,
which is crazy.
Yeah, I had 4 of them, and I used to stand up to them. I used to be the one that they tried to joke on, but I had jokes to fire back at them, so they couldn't get me with jokes. It was like, all right, well, we just gonna gang up and pick on you day by day, and you're gonna end up fighting each one of us one by one. Mm-hmm. So at this point, it was time for me to fight a boy that I'm not gonna say his name. We cool now, but we fought, right? And he beat me up the first time we fought. I was underestimating him, and really I wasn't expecting to fight him, right? So when it happened, him and another guy, one of my friends named Jamil, was arguing with another guy named Terrence. And when they were arguing, me and Terrence were arguing, then Jamil tackled Terrence for no reason. And I was like, just standing there, I didn't know what was going on. So my gym teacher told me to sit on the wall. So while I'm on the wall, the other boy comes up to me and says, yo, why did y'all bank Terrence? I was like, I never banked Terrence. I was like, I'm literally just was arguing with him and then Jamil tackled him. That's it. And this boy comes up to me and he right in my face, right? Oh my God. While I'm on the wall. A slap is the most disrespectful thing you could do. It's worse. So I get out there and I'm trying to swing. But at this time, I don't know how to fight. So I'm punching, but I'm turning my head away because I don't want to get hit, but I also want to hit back. So he's like, getting me good. My lip busted, nose busted. And I got little strawberries in the inside of my mouth from the teeth hitting and all that stuff. He got me good. He beat me up, right? I remember I went to school the next couple of days. It was still picking on me. Man, I'll beat your ass again. God damn. He right. Like, hey, he could do it again, right, if he wanted to. And I remember I came home and I asked our big brother, I said, yo, can you teach me how to fight? And he took me in the basement. He was showing me like how to throw the punches and not to, turn away from it. And, if somebody swing wild duck, doing all this stuff, doing all of that type of stuff. And then I remember one day I went to school. He was picking on me again. I ain't want to fight him. And then I came home one day and I watched that episode of Dragon Ball Z. And this episode was a serious episode. It was the episode when Goku was fighting Frieza. And Frieza was like drowning him under the water. Mm-hmm. And he started powering up and he comes up. Boom! Right? And he was like, yo, I don't care if you're 1,000,000 times stronger than me, Frieza. I'm going to find a way to win. And he used the KO Ken. And he started like hitting him. And then he do the times 20 Kamehameha wave. And like Frieza was like, yo, that actually hurt. And I said, yo, tomorrow, if he messing with me, yo, I'm gonna fight, yo. And it just so happens, I was like minding my business. He ain't do nothing for a while. But somebody else was picking on him, right? And he was too afraid to fight him. So because he didn't fight him, he was telling the teacher, and like he was telling the teacher, he was like, this kid keep messing with me. And the teacher was like, well, what is he doing? And he takes a piece of paper, balls it up, like wrap it up like a one of them little rolled up diploma type things. He said, he keep doing this, and he hits me with it. Bop! Right here on my shoulder. And I said, and it was like a switch. I said, yo, you better not ever do that again in your life. And he looked at me, man, I'll do it again. I said, you don't want to do that. And yo went up there and he went like this. And I remember I grabbed it. I grabbed the paper and I just, And I remember everybody in my class went, ooh. And I just, I started crying. He on the ground. I remember Jasmine, who was our neighbor, she was like, get him. Man, I was just going so hard. I remember like how when I grabbed him by his neck, I threw him over a chair, and then I picked him up like this, and I just kept squeezing it like real tight. And I remember his eyes was getting bloodshot red, and my teacher was like, Winston, if you don't let him go, I'm gonna call the police.
Oh damn! I ain't know it got that shit.
Yeah, she was like, if you don't let him go, I'm gonna call the police. And I just was squeezing. And this is the effects of what bullying can do.
Right.
When I went up there and I squeezed him, I said, yo, and I did whisper this. I'm gonna be honest. I said this. I said, yo, if you mess with me again, the next time I'm not gonna let you go. I said, yo, I'm not gonna stop until you no longer breathing. I said, yo, I'm gonna let you go. I said, if you come back to over here trying to fight me, I'm gonna hurt you even worse. And I let him go. And that was the first time in my life that I was like, yo, I really don't want to have to put these hands on you again like that. And this was the first time I let him go, and he looked at me. And I wasn't like this or anything. My hands was down and I just was looking at him. Like, yo, I'm not playing.
And it's crazy, like you get to a point like that. I'm gonna say you were maybe what, 10 or 11 years old.
10.
Yeah.
And like when it happened, I remember how brave I felt. But at the same time, I was like, yo, I'm dead serious. I'm gonna hurt you. Mm-hmm. And he just looked at me, and I ain't had no more problems out of him the rest of that year. And then like the start of my 5th grade year, I remember some of the other bullies kind of backed off a little bit because they was like, they seen that side of me. So it was like, they was like, I remember we was in the line and he was standing in front of me. It was like the first day of school, we was about to line up to go into our 5th grade class. And they tapped me on the back of my shoulder. They was like, yo, I think he's scared of you now. And I literally turned around and I didn't say anything because I remember what Ma used to tell me. She was like, sometimes people want to get you to say something so that they can say, oh, he said you scared of him. Yeah. So I didn't say anything. As soon as I turned back around, the boy that I fought last year turned around and was like, hey, look, man, I ain't on that no more, yo. We good. Shook his hand. Me and him been cool ever since.
Hey, yo, let me ask you something, right? And this is all seriousness now. What do you think your power level was when you...
Definitely over 9,000. Definitely over 9,000. I think my drink was at least 180,000, bro.
Hey, yo.
I was on some Gohan type stuff. I was crying, bro. I was doing all the... And yo, I mean, we all tried to go Super Saiyan at some point.
Of course, yo.
So-
Do you know how many times we took our hair out and picked it up
Yeah.
to make it seem like we were Super Saiyan?
Absolutely. To this day, sometimes I ain't even gonna bull.
Yo,
On lunch
I know.
breaks,
I
I
know.
watch Dragon Ball
I know.
Z, and on some days I be in the classroom making a noise.
Bro, I do the theme song, bro. For any time you charge up.
Which one?
Any theme song when they charge up.
Dun, dun,
All the
dun,
time.
dun,
All the
dun,
time.
dun, dun,
To myself.
dun, dun,
You know what I'm saying? Now,
dun, dun,
they probably realize they know now, but yeah, to myself, I always do that shit. Like I could just be sitting there, or I could have something, and I'm acting like I'm shooting a wave on my hand or some shit like that. Only to myself though, because I'm like, yo, I don't mind if anybody's around, they see me do it. I'll be like, I don't care, I like the show.
But one thing I like about being a drama teacher is that when I get like the younger grades, that's cool. Like we sitting in there, I'm like, oh, today you gonna be Goku, you gonna be Captain Ginyu, I want y'all to do an improvisational scene. And then they start doing their little scenes and they change bodies. And then one time, and this was a great moment, it was like sometime around second quarter. And I was like, yo, we gonna do a great big commandment. And I was, Kame, and everybody in my class was doing it, Kame, yeah.
That's so special, yo.
Bro,
That's so special.
it is a great moment, like when we all get into that state of being one, like that, like no matter across the generations, it don't matter, but whether you was born in the late 2000s or mid 2000s or anything like that, or born within the early 90s to all that stuff, like it's all Dragon Ball Z will always be uniform and bring everybody together. Like yo, it does not matter where you go. When I went to go see the Dragon Ball Z Super Broly movie, right? There was an older man that had gray hair, and he was with his son that was probably about 30 years old. And they were watching it together.
Because you know what? They probably watched it together when he was younger.
Exactly. And I had a little nerd moment, right? So I was sitting there talking to the guy. I was like, hey, man, I was like, yo, did you see some of the trailers? And the guy looked like he had that look like, I'm just trying to see the movie.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, man, I let my nerd, I'm showing out too much of the nerd. Oh, all right, my fault, my bad, you know.
It happens, yo. I mean, like, sometimes you get caught up in it, yo, and it just take over you. Like, yo, the very first time that baby girl did that to me, I didn't even realize it, because I've been trying to get her to watch Dragon Ball Z, but she, of course, no, it's boring, right? So I'm sitting there and we petty fighting one day, going back and forth. And then she just, Kamehameha. And I'm like, dang, I'm so proud of you at this moment. Like, yo, I was like, yo, it's like, I never realized that she even realized that, you know, that's what's happening in the show, because she never actually showed any interest in it.
Right.
Whenever it would just be on TV, because, you know, sometimes I feel like, yo, like, since we've watched pretty much every episode, like, I already know what's going to happen on this episode. I mean, certain episodes, if it's on, I'm going to be like, yeah, I'm going to watch this episode, because I really like this episode. But for the most part, we've seen every single episode.
I had to go back and watch the Garlic Jr. episodes, because I never knew that the Garlic Jr. was a part of the episodes. I always thought it was a movie.
Oh, yeah. It's like an in-between before they get to the Android side.
Like, I watched that, and I was like, yo, I didn't know that this was because I remember when Gohan was fighting Cell, right? And they was like, yo, we knew this before his battle with Garlic Jr.
Yeah, but I thought they were just talking about the moment when he was little.
Yeah, and I was like, yo, I never knew there was a scene where, you know, Krillin get beat up, and like you seen glimpse of his hit and power throughout that whole fight. And it's like storyboard, and that's one thing that I love about Dragon Ball Z is that it will foreshadow what was to come. Yeah. Even like with that, you seeing the hit in powers. Frieza, you seeing hit in powers. Like when he used that big Masenko.
Bro, I think honestly and truthfully, that Gohan has really beaten the shit out of every form of Frieza.
Yeah.
At one point or another. Like in that whole Namek fight, bro. I'm like, yo, you watch him, and it's always just like little spurts. Like if he could have just kept it up, like honestly and truthfully, I'd be like, yo, he probably could have went Super Saiyan back then.
I mean, especially like when you be like, please, Dad, help me.
Yeah, I thought he was gonna do it.
And then you see like the what I like how they animate when his hidden powers about to come out. There's always a shadow on his face.
Mm-hmm.
Whenever he do it, like even when he was doing it, like it's a shadow here, and you just see like that's not Gohan. That's the Saiyan that's coming out of him. Like that's not Gohan. Yo, that's like really Saiyan blood pumping through his vein. And like then you get like the little sidewall like Vegeta talking about some. yo, he's getting stronger, yo. Like, yo, it's still growing up. It's still growing.
Yo, can we talk about one of the best power ups that Gohan got, bro? Is when he had the Cell games, bro. After Goku quit.
Yeah.
But for some reason, yo, the internet has cut the version that me and you watched before, and I don't know why they did it because, like I said, yo, the dialogue in Dragon Ball Z is everything.
Yeah.
It makes every moment, even if they aren't fighting. So in that scene, when he charges up, and you hear everybody talking after he charges up, and they're like, yo, I can't believe like how strong he is. And Vegeta's like,
he's far more powerful than I ever imagined.
Yeah. From that,
and they don't have that dialogue no more.
And it's so crazy because even after he does that, King Kai in the other world is like, damn, that's Gohan. He might be stronger than Goku. And then
he's still powering up.
And you get chilled, and he didn't even transform.
Yeah.
He didn't even transform into Super Saiyan 2 yet,
This is still Super Saiyan grade level 2, I think.
But what pisses me off about that is that you get all that just for Gohan to be like, oh, I know I'm too strong to fight you. I don't want to kill you.
And I hate that too, yo. They always hold Gohan back, yo. Like, yo,
every time.
He should have been fighting like how Goku was fighting, yo. Goku was guffing, yo, to the point you really thought Goku had a chance of actually winning against Cell.
Mm-hmm.
And then Cell was like, bro, this is like one of the best fights of my life. And then Goku was like, bro, I really don't stand a chance. And you
but that's the thing though, right? And yo, that after they got out the Hyperbolic Time Chamber, he foreshadowed that every time. He said it. Well, if I had to fight him right now, I'd probably lose.
Yeah, but you still don't, like, to us, we still not grasping that it's Gohan.
It's Goku.
We're not thinking Gohan gonna say that. We like, oh, he gonna train them up. But then when you look back at it after knowing that it's Gohan, you see all the subtle moments, like when Gohan be like, yo, Dad, why are you so calm? You just be looking at him.
Yeah.
You be like,
oh yo, we don't need another turn to have our time champ. We gonna train outside.
Cause he already like, bro, you already surpassed him.
And Vegeta is pissed because he's like, what is wrong with you? Like yo, we good. Like yo, we got 9 days. Like yo, we gonna go down there. We gonna train. I figure yo, we train for 3 days. Take 3 days off. You know what I'm saying?
But part of me do wonder this, like, so in the since we on the topic of the Cell Saga, right? When Goku sitting there fighting, you see all of them doing an eye looking around, and they all looking at each other, right? And there's a part where Vegeta looks at Gohan.
He did it like 2-3 times.
And I'm like, part of me is like, is it like, why is he looking at Gohan to see if he's worried?
Yeah.
Or if he's looking at him to see like, yo.
So if you go back and watch the episode,
okay,
look at Gohan's face. He got a sweat bead.
Okay.
He's nervous because he's like, yo, what's going on? Like yo, he's not fighting his hardest. But Vegeta and them don't know because they're like, yo, this is Goku. He already powered up at Corns. That was half his power. It reached up to the lookout. It almost destroyed the lookout.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And they're like, yo, he's so fucking powerful right now. Like, yo, he is the one. Trunks is his biggest cheerleader. The Trunks is like, yo, Goku's he's the one that's gonna do it. He's the strongest of everybody in here.
Yeah.
But Gohan is looking like, man, Gohan, you could just see it in his face, like, yo, something wrong. And Vegeta kept looking at him like that, because he like, yo, what's up with him? Like, why you looking so worried? Yo, that's your father. He's the greatest warrior out here. He's better than everybody. That's why he gave him that speech when he was like, yo, if Kakarot keeps this up, he's gonna die. Well, we should give him a sense of, like, yo, he would rather
that would be his decision.
Yeah,
and then yo, Quill was like, you coward! You coward!
But what makes it so good is, yo, after he said, yo, there's another person here that's gonna beat you. Who you talking about? Trunks, Vegeta, Piccolo? He ain't even mention everybody else. He knew everybody else was weak. Tien, Young Child, Krillin, he like, oh, y'all, you know what I'm saying? Barbecue chicken. I'm like, y'all done. So then when he comes over there and he's like, yo, it's Gohan. And everybody's looking like, look, man, we know he's strong for his age, but bro, he's not you.
Like, bro, you're only 11 years old.
And he sits down with him and he tells him, he said, yo, at any point in the fight, yo, did you ever have any trouble following us? No, I can see everything. That's because y'all want to fight. You weren't fighting your hardest. If you was fighting your hardest, man, you could have beat him. He said, I don't know about Cell. I was trying my hardest. The reason why you kept saying that and thinking that I was stronger is because you compared my power to your power.
Mm-hmm.
And Piccolo's like, is that true?
Yeah.
When he said yes, Vegeta's like, I don't believe this.
Mm.
This like, yo, he's 11 years old and he's stronger than him?
Right.
You feel me?
But before we go a little bit further though, is there anybody in our chat right now?
Yeah, we got a few people.
Like I said, if they in the chat, like if anybody got any questions that they want to ask or got anything they want to talk about?
I'm about to say, because we are very knowledgeable about Dragon Ball.
Yeah.
And we've watched it every episode numerous amount of times. So it's like, yo, we're like the masters of this right now. Absolutely.
If anybody got any questions, you can chime in anytime, or if you want to just bring into the conversation, we got some people on the side that's gonna let us know. So, because right now we can't see what's being on.
Right. We just rapping. We just having a good time.
No questions just yet.
All right, no questions.
That's cool.
All right.
But you're speaking their language, so they listening.
All right.
So, all right. So then, like I say, the way that the writers did this, right? And I don't.
Oh, we do
remember
got a
the director
question.
for that.
So for Martian, we got, how do you feel about on the direction of super manga or anime?
Super manga or super anime? And see, this is where I'm gonna catch flack, right? Because I haven't really like read that much of the manga. I'm more so versed in when it comes to like watching the anime, because like I'm one of those people that like I need to see action. Like I can look at the picture, but I need to see the action. I need to see the actual fighting, the noise, the sound. And me being an actor, I like to be able to see and like study the voice actors too. So like when I'm watching it, I'm like, all right, I'm not just looking at it for the aesthetic of the just the entertainment of the show. I want to see more so like the aesthetic of like how much work the actors are putting into it too. So I like more so like with Super.
And I'll say this, I agree with you on that.
Yeah.
But the reason why I like watching the anime versus the manga is because I'm one of those people, whichever one I read or look at first, whatever I go to on the second, I'm not gonna like it. So if I read the books and I'm going through and I'm reading this, and then I go watch the TV show and I'm like, wait a minute, why we got a Gohan character like this? A Gohan character and the book is supposed to be this person and that. He's supposed to do this. Now I'm disappointed when I watch the show.
Now some people may not know this, right? So like in TV shows, sometimes you got people that's like directors of photography and stuff like that, and they put their own creative twist to it. That's why when there's when you get like the book, or for example, like we start talking about Marvel or something like that, right? You get the comic books, but then you get the cinematic version. Now, because I wasn't a big comic reader growing up, I knew of the comics, but like, because I wasn't a big comic reader, when I look at the movies, I don't see the difference. But then I hear on YouTube or anything like that about people talking about well, they messed it up.
But see, and let me tell you, right, and this is why I said what I said. I read two not Miss Marvel, Captain Marvel comic books. Right? And I know how powerful she's supposed to be. So when I watch Endgame and she's fighting Thanos, she should have been able to kill him.
Right.
Automatically.
And then I'm glad you brought up that, right? So there was a release, right, with the manga about Gohan Beast. Right? And they basically said, now we all thought that he was on par with Ultra Instinct Goku, right? Mm-hmm. But in the manga, it's now saying he's on par with Broly Super Saiyan 1.
Hold on.
Yeah. First of all, that pissed me off because I'm like, bro, you are Gohan Beast.
Right.
The power, that's one thing I will say, the power scaling of Dragon Ball Z throws me off. Because if Cell Max is stronger than Super Saiyan Blue, why is Gohan Beast on par with Super Saiyan Broly? If Broly is training to become the Super Saiyan God, like what's going on?
But let me tell you, okay, so this is what pisses me off about that, right? And me and you had this conversation before, yo. The power scale with Broly screws everything up.
Yeah.
Because he turns Super Saiyan, then he goes Legendary Super Saiyan. Where does the power lie? Yo, they don't win Super Saiyan, Super Saiyan 2, Super Saiyan 3, Super Saiyan Blue. Regular God. They
Super Saiyan Blue Kaioken times 10, times 20.
And nobody can beat him. Right, nobody says anything. Nobody gives a power skill for this.
We got some comments. So again, from the Martian. So he said they gotta word it down for viewers, but both are raw. And then Broly is Legendary Super, but I don't think they are on par.
No, we just going based off of the manga that came out recently. We saying that's what it is. I don't think that Beast Gohan should be on par with him. I would expect him to be stronger.
Yeah, I did too.
I would expect him to be stronger. Like, bro, you got Red Lightning.
Like yo, how is it that these Saiyans, Vegeta, Goku, Gohan, they're transforming 3-4 times and they still can't hold a candle to Broly. Not even a little bit. Like, bro, when I watch the Broly movie, right? Mm-hmm. Both Broly movies, bro. They're never on par with him, especially in the second one. So in the second one, when you watch Vegeta fight, right?
Right.
Boom, he's regular. Next thing you know, Broly get to learn how to fight more. Now Vegeta goes Super Saiyan, pops him. You know what I'm saying? Now you sitting there looking at you like, okay, now Vegeta's stronger than him. He gets back up, he's fighting Vegeta. Now Vegeta gotta go blue on him.
So now
I'm like, yo, what's going on?
And then
nobody goes Super Saiyan 2 anymore, bro.
Right.
They go from Super Saiyan straight to blue. That's it.
All right, we got power scaling is crazy, and then what's your favorite episode?
My favorite episode of when you say my favorite episode, we talking Dragon Ball Z or we talking Dragon Ball Super?
Oh, you just talking about
They didn't specify.
Alright, so we talking Dragon Ball Z. I'm gonna go back to the one where I'm saying Frieza, when Goku he was getting drowned underwater, because I got sentimental connection with that. He was getting drowned under the water, and he powers up and he says, I don't care if you're a million times stronger than me, I'm still gonna find a way to win. That's when he do this ultra combo, and he do the times 20 Kaioken Kamehameha wave, and that was like the first time he hurt Frieza after he been getting his tail whipped, like when he found out that Frieza was holding back the whole time. That was like one of my favorite episodes.
One of my favorite episodes is in the Buu saga. After they go to Elder Kai world, and Goku is stepping up to fight Kid Buu, and he give you the speech like, yo, I wanted the boys to be, I could have beat him in Super Saiyan 3, and when he was in his first form, I wanted to give the boys a chance, to beat him, because I'm not gonna be here forever. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And then he powers up, and then Buu is asleep, and he just rocks him, bow, get to kicking him, he get to doing everything. Yo, that fight is epic, yo.
All right, so I want to recant my statement. I want to recant my statement. I want to take it back to the Buu saga. My favorite episode is when he's fighting Buu and he realized, yo, Buu is not gonna stop. He's like, yo, there's no way that I can do this. And you see, like, Buu had just did that the vanquishing ball joint, and you see the colors change, and Vegeta's like freaky, right? And you see everything like and then Goku you see like the lightning coming down, because he about to go Super Saiyan 3, and he be sitting there like, dum, and you hear the music, and then he just start powering up, and it's like the mountain underneath will start breaking, and then even Buu take him serious. He like Buu like he be laughing, but then he just be like, all right, I remember when you turned into this when I was fat. He was like, so now he was like, yo, now we know what's up.
I got you.
Buu, that's when they clash into each other. Vegeta like, yo, finally. They finally at it, and like they fighting, and everybody in Otherworld is watching. Like we talking the whole universe watching. Mm-hmm. You got people in HFIL watching. You got Cell looking like, yo, who that imp? Yo, he giving them a better fight than me. Yeah. And then you got Frieza like, yo, this is crazy. Yo, why did he improve this much? Yeah. And you just see all of them just scrapping like the whole planet. Yo, that's my favorite.
Can episode. I do an honorable mention, yo?
All right.
It was some messed up stuff going on there. But after Babidi took over Vegeta and they go to the world tournament, bro, and he challenged Goku to the fight, and Goku like, I'm not fighting nobody. He said, all right, well, you're going to let bodies pile up when you come to. And he wipes out a whole row of people, yo. And Goku gets so pissed, this nigga just turns around and just goes Super Saiyan. He like, I ain't got a choice. And Supreme Kai steps in front of him, he like, nah, I'm not going to let you do it. And you brought this up, but Supreme Kai can read minds. So when Goku holds up that power ball and he gonna shoot him, he's reading his mind like, yo, he ain't joking. He's not joking. He's gonna kill me. He gonna kill me. He said, he put his hands out. He said, there's nothing I can do. Bro. Just go ahead. He said, I'm sorry. I know. Yo,
the crazy thing is this, right? And like when we start talking about like how he could read minds and all this and whatnot, right? And even Vegeta was mentioning when they went to the spaceship, right? When they went to the spaceship, he was like, yo, even the Supreme Kai didn't realize we was this strong. He was like, yo, whoever they coming for us, yo, they can't stop us. Yeah. It's like, yo, and that's when you like, bro, their training really has been paying off.
That's because, like, yo, Babidi and them was going based off of Gohan power from 7 years ago. Yeah. So they like, yo, the strongest, we looking for that person. Yeah. Not knowing that Vegeta been training for the last 7 years. Goku's not on Earth. Goku's been training for the last 7 years.
Can we just talk about how the Buu saga could have just been avoided? No, it could have been avoided if they didn't stop Gohan. He would have one hit quit Smoke Division Yamu like that.
First of all, he would have killed Kibito. Yeah. It would have been over. it would have been over.
Kibito was like, hey, bro, like dial it back a little bit. I ain't know you was like that.
And Gohan would have beat the crap out of Yamor and Spopovich.
Right.
Both. And I wish they had showed that fight. Because I'm going to tell you right now, had they had two-man them like that, I guarantee you Goku and Vegeta would have stepped in there.
Bro, they wouldn't have had to. Like, if we take it back to the movie, right?
Gohan would have beat him.
If we take it back to the movie when Gohan, I think it's the one where, I think it's Wrath of the Dragon. When all the people, no, that's not Wrath of the Dragon. Maybe it is. Or maybe no, it's Fusion Reborn.
Mm-hmm.
When all Frieza and all of them start coming back and Gohan fire and bang Frieza in the stomach and he blow up. Bro, Yamu and them, they said it was just as strong as Frieza.
Bro, let's take it like this. Bro, when you look at BoJack, right? BoJack Unbound. Bro, when Gohan goes Super Saiyan 2, even when you watch the Cell game, bro, anytime he hit anything, it cuts in half.
Yeah.
He would have killed them.
Easy.
Don't get me wrong. Because then again, I don't know. Because Videl knocked that nigga head around. And he picked it back up. And then he beat the crap out of him. I can't never watch that episode, yo.
You missing two different parts though. When he hit people, he don't only hit you and you blow up. You don't only cut in half, you blow up. If we could put the little SpongeBob meme from the episode when Squidward was eating the Krabby Patties, he'd be like, no, it'll go to your thighs. And then you'll blow up. That's what it is for Gohan. He'd be like, yo, worse, you'll get cut in half.
Yeah.
And then you'll blow up.
Definitely.
Like, yo, that's crazy. Any more chats in the comment?
Nah, that's it.
Alright. But like if I could like back to the power scale and the like Gohan beats. They said that he's just as strong as legendary Broly, bro. I'm not for it's Super Saiyan Broly. And I just don't think that I understand that that's the creator's choice.
He should be stronger.
But he should be stronger. Like stop dialing him back.
But they do that all the time. Yo, and this is another thing that pisses me off. Yeah. Right? Gohan turned Super Saiyan at like 10 or 11. Mm-hmm. Right? Goten and Trunks are Super Saiyans at 7 and 8.
Right.
Right? I watched Trunks fly down and kick Boo to save Vegeta, bro.
Yeah.
And I'm talking about, he kicked Boo, sent him on his way. You feel what I'm saying? Why is it that, yo, even in Super, they not fighting? Mm-hmm. They not even on the Universe 17. Why? Mm-hmm. I would rather them be there than to have Krillin or Master Roshi there. Right. How did you leave them out? Like in the tournament, nobody's allowed to kill nobody anyway, so they can't die. Right. Yo, they would have helped wipe out a whole bunch of people together. Even if they didn't fuse, they would have been able to do it. And then when you go watch that the Dragon Ball superhero movie, mm-hmm. They're older, and you make it like, oh, they haven't been training. Like, yo, why are you doing that? Like, yo, they're saying instincts automatically makes them do it. And if you look at how Goten grows up compared to Gohan, Chi-Chi doesn't make Goten do homework. She doesn't make him do any of that stuff. Like, he's literally able to go do whatever he wants. He can go fight, he can train, he can do whatever. And
they had the perfect setup, because, like, when they first introduced Goten could go Super Saiyan, Gohan looks at him and was like, yo, he might be stronger than all of us. Like, yo, he's already a Super Saiyan.
He got the same hair as Goku, bro. Like, bro, and that's another thing, too, because, you know, yo, the writers were saying before, Goku actually wasn't even supposed to come back.
Right.
He was supposed to be done. After the Cell Saga, he was just supposed to be dead.
It would have been cool for
So now
Goten.
you introduce Goten, you know what I'm saying? Now Gohan is supposed to be the strongest person on Earth at this point. They screwed it up. Don't get me wrong, I love Goku though. You know what I mean?
Yeah, of course. You can't hate Goku.
Yeah,
you can't hate
got
Goku.
to, but I feel like, yo, there was so much more that they could have did with Gohan character, with Goten's character, with Trunks' character. Because Future Trunks was everything.
I will say this. I don't hate Goku, but I do hate the goofiness that he became.
In Super?
Yes.
Yo, yeah. He's not serious no more.
I hate the goofiness. He used to be the one, like when Videl was getting weak, she was better off falling out the ring. And Gohan was like, what's going on? He was like, yo, she's throwing everything at him, yo. He was like, yo, obviously something is wrong. Something's wrong. He was like, yo, she needs to quit.
No.
Vegeta,
first of all, when they looked at each other, they didn't even say anything. They looked at each other and they yo, them dudes is too freakishly strong for no reason, bro.
Yeah.
She's gonna get hurt. They knew that.
Vegeta did Goku wanna.
And let me tell you something. Let me tell you how, and this is how I knew Gohan was weak. He was charging up back there, going Super Saiyan, and he flew out there. Bro, at any point in time, he could have just teleported out there. Stop the fist. Yo, the fight's over. She done. They didn't look at him like, yo, hold on, yo, what you doing? Yo, the fight, yeah, fight over.
All right, devil's advocate. I'll say this: he didn't do it because deep down he felt like she was a warrior, right? And of course, the writers nerfed him. But like, cause look how slow he was flying out there.
That's what I'm saying. No. That's what I'm saying. I'm like, yo, honestly, yo, he could have been in the ring like that. There was no reason. Yeah, they messed up my man, yo. Like they try to redeem him, cause even in the booth side they try to redeem him once they go ahead and make him Mystic go home. But then they did him dirty again. Like, yo, it's just a messed up thing, yo. But yeah, that Super, yo, they made Vegeta more serious than Goku. I mean, don't get me wrong, I love the character development for Vegeta, bro. He came a long way.
Yeah.
But yo, I like Goku being serious.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I like him. I like him being the one like, hey, yo, nah, yo, look, we not gonna do that. No, man, let's kill him right now. Nah, look, there's another way. We'll figure this out. All right, but everybody need to be on point. Like when they was in the spaceship, he was telling them straight up. He was like, yo, I want to know why they pulled back from the fight.
Mm-hmm.
He was like, Vegeta was going off, yo, man, Gohan should have been able to kill the bull, bro. This and that, you ain't no true warrior. He like, yo, no, let's figure out why they retreated, bro. Why did they retreat from this fight? Him and Gohan was on par with each other. They could have just finished this off.
But that fight was nasty, bro.
It was. I don't watch it, yo.
Nasty work. First of all, the shooting, and then he shot the energy ball, kicked the ball in the face, then he almost hit himself with his own blast. It's like, bro, you used to be way faster than that, bro.
It's sloppy, yo.
Nasty work. Any more questions in the comments? Anything like that? Anybody?
Nah, nothing else.
That's cool.
Yeah, that fight was way too sloppy, yo. What is your favorite super fight?
Favorite super fight? Goku versus Jiren.
Yeah.
I will say I do like some of the build-up fights though for Dragon Ball Super, right? Like I'll say when Jiren first show up, right, and they dodging the bricks and Goku looking at him like, bro, he know where they gonna land, right? And then like you see the guy walk up on him and he look at him, but then the guy like, I'm gonna go somewhere else and fight. And for a good while, Jiren is doing absolutely nothing. He's just standing there. And we all just trying to figure out what can he do? We know he that guy because he just stand there and everybody knows he's that guy. Mm-hmm. They're like, yo, you can't even get to him.
Bro was so strong, even when he meditated, you couldn't hit him.
Yeah.
I'm like, yo, that's
even when
ridiculous.
The crazy thing is this, right? He didn't even have to meditate.
Yeah.
Because when Goku did the Kamehameha, his energy already had a wall. Mm-hmm. He ain't do nothing. So like, I'm like, I like that, but that episode broke the internet.
The Ultra Instinct?
No.
Oh, just that episode.
The episode before Ultra Instinct, and then that episode. Both those episodes came out the same night, and when it hit the internet, it crashed it. Yeah. Because too many people around the world was tuned into it. So think about how it started off. Like they were, whoa, the whole Nova Volta is shaking. They're like boom, boom, boom. Like, ooh, I'm shaking like a little bit. Like, what's going on? And then you get the music. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, dun, dun. And you see Goku looking at him. He looking at Goku. And then Belmar come down. He like, yo, now's the time, yo.
Yeah.
Take care of him right now. And into that build up, you're like, bruh, everything shaking. Like, yo, everybody stopped. Nobody else was fighting while they was fighting. They're like, yo, what's going on?
It was too epic, bro.
He said, what's that? It was like, dun, 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 dun. And then they walk up on each other. You see Goku and them standing there. You power up, Super Saiyan. Nothing.
Right. He tested him at that point.
Super Saiyan 2, eating it. My man hitting the neck. I said, your head barely shook. I said, he said, to get the Super Saiyan God, put the finger up. It was like, okay. Goku like, oh, so all right, you know Super Saiyan God a little bit stronger. I'm like, all right, I'm good. Boom. Then you see him doing the barrage. You're like, all right, I know what you waiting for. You waiting for me to go blue. You'll do that, and then it get real. Niggas like, and instantly it's up. As soon as you do, it's like, and everybody looking around like, bro, this is crazy. And then they get into the whole spirit bomb and all that stuff. Like, yo, it was just It broke the internet, bro.
Bro, Bears was so sad when he thought Goku died, bro. And it's so crazy because then when the boy opened up, he like Weeze. He like, yeah. He like, oh, he coming. And he'll come back. And this nigga, his whole body is just changed. He got all these energy waves or stars or whatever's on him. And then next thing you know, yo just takes off in a second. He's right there. But Jiren still dodged it though, bro. Still dodged it. Anyway. But yo is super fast. Like this is the first time I watched, that was the first time I watched Dragon Ball Z. And they were moving the way that they move in like Naruto. Sort of kind of, when you watch it.
Yeah.
And then it's like, yo, and then you're like, yo, what's going on with Goku? Like, how is he moving the way he do? And then you realize, and then we just like, oh my God, like, he reached this level. Like, most of the gods can't even reach this level. Like, he reached Ultra Instinct. And Beerus is like, what? And then you can see Beerus' brother, yo, like, Champa is like, oh my God, like, how is he? And it gets to the point that the gods are standing up. Cause
When he
like,
finally mastered it.
Yeah, when he mastered it, they standing up like, yo,
I'll say that episode, when he mastered it, that's definitely it's hard to say which one tops the other because, yo,
they all hard.
the beginning, I know, like, oh, this is what they was talking about.
If I had to rank them, I'm gonna go the very first time, the master one, and then I'll do the one with Kefla and them. I would make that the last one.
All right, why would you say the first one is better than the last one, though?
Okay, the first one is better than the last one because it was the build up.
Okay.
Because we never knew what it was. Nobody understood what it was. Like, bro, he literally just got hit with his own spirit bomb. He disappeared. They are in a void, bro. Where did you go?
Okay.
Then all of a sudden, he reappears. Nobody knows what happened. Even Weeze and them don't understand what really happened. Like, he really just appeared out of thin air. And now it's to the point that, yo, that Top in them is shooting at him, and he's just turning around walking. And it's like, yo, how is he walking and these beams are on him and he's just knocking them away? And it's like, yo, what's going on with him? Right? That's why I put that at number one.
Okay.
I put the one with Kefla and them at the end because it was like, all right, yo, you did it again. Like, it was special because he did it again, but it wasn't as big as when he did it last time, because the last time he needed it. Because he was sitting on that little brick. And Belmont was like, yo, take him out. And he's shooting at him. And Jiren is shooting at him. And he's just sitting there. And then the next thing you know, you see his hand shaking.
All right.
And then he stands up. And then you see the sparks. And they're like, yo, Goku's punching back at Jiren.
Okay. I put that one before the first one.
Okay.
I put it before the first one just because, yo, when he finally masters it, you see the real martial artist of Goku. Right?
Yeah.
So, like, when he fighting Jiren, right? And he mastered alternate, he got the gray hair. He's so powerful, his shirt rip off. And he takes off. Jiren can't even see him, right? He hit him kind of like how Jiren was hitting him.
The same move that Jiren used on him, he used back on him. Yeah.
Right? Do that. Like, now he like on they not even on par really. Because it's like, yo, at this point, he's like just playing with him. Even when you put the hand on the spin kick, bam, then he they doing all that stuff, and Jiren shooting like the energy wave. Now you gotta think when he used the energy wave on Kale, she send her flying, she blow up, she out of her form now. Goku go like this, he breaks the beam. Jiren got one of the most powerful attacks. Even when he blasts Vegeta, Vegeta couldn't even get off of it without getting hurt.
Right.
So you got Goku just standing there, breaks it. He like, stop my blast. Come back in. Then he's shooting the little waves at him. This nigga doing flips, back flips, all this stuff. He can't hit him. He can't touch him. And then he knock him down, gut punch, send him through like 8 different bricks. Yo, get up, power up so much that when he power up, he pretty much would have wiped out the ring if he would have did that in the beginning.
Yeah.
So he power up to his max, and then the fight is on. Because now it's a battle of, it can go either way.
No, can we talk about how, like, yo, the entire time that this was happening, right? Frieza is laid out somewhere. 17 is somewhere too. And I'm like, yo, these niggas, they was just really just hiding out on the whole time. And then the crazy part about that fight is watching Goku and Frieza for the very first time actually team up to actually beat somebody together. And Vegeta is pissed watching that fight.
One thing I will say that I love about that episode, though, right? Because one, that's great character development.
Great character development.
You would have never thought Frieza to work with Saiyans like that. You would have never thought of Saiyans to work with Frieza like that. And I will say, like, the reason why I say is great the character development. And what I like about whoever created the idea of how tired Goku was. Mm-hmm. Like, yo, he was going in and out of Super Saiyan, bro.
Yeah, he had nothing left.
He had nothing left. Like, bro, he was... That scene was so intense, but I had so much adrenaline. Like, what is gonna happen? But he is black, yellow. Like,
yeah,
yo,
he trying his hardest to hold.
He is trying his hardest to keep that energy. Even when he was standing, he was like, yo, we ain't got nothing left, but we gotta work together. Yo, like, if we don't, bro, he's doing this by himself,
like,
yo.
Bro, it's 3-on-1. It's 3-on-1.
And he got enough energy to push all of us out right now. He's like, yo, we all gotta put this together, right? And you see them going at it, right? You see them, boom, they hitting him. He like, oh, he hurt. Then you see his eyes flash. He knocking everybody down again. He rips Frieza's tail off. Goku got that, boom, now they pushing him out the ring. They like, yo, you said, oh, let me take it back. What's really tough is when 17 is shooting the energy blast and they running after him. He get hit with the blast and then they start tagging up out, yo, bro. That was hard.
That was special.
Running, blasting, and they run it, and I love what a sound design. I love it. And then everybody fighting. I love that, yo. Dragon Ball Z, bro. Dragon Ball Z will always be the best.
It's everything, bro.
Will always go down to history as like one of the greatest anime shows. One thing that we can say that we learned from Toriyama's passing is that all of the other animes started paying homage to him, which concludes to the idea that Goku would beat Naruto,
yes,
Bleach,
yes,
who else?
Yes. One Piece.
One Piece. He would beat all of them.
Yes.
They all pay homage to him. Goku will 1-0 every single one of them. Easy work.
Yeah.
No, there's no argument about it.
I've said it a million times, yo. Him and Vegeta together, beating everybody, yo.
They tearing Naruto, yo. They ripping through Naruto.
Straight up.
They ripping through Bleach.
All it takes is
they
one
ripping
hit.
through One Piece. One hit.
One hit.
First of all, let's go back to the Buu saga. When he powered up, they said his power level was over 300 quintillions or something like that. Mm. They said that's enough to blow up 3 planets. I've never seen Naruto punch something and blow up a planet. First of all, if somebody mentions something about the manga, right? Mm-hmm. There's a chapter in the manga where Goku masters, they call it true Ultra Instinct, right? It's beyond mastered Ultra Instinct. Where Goku is fighting, what's the guy name? He looked like a goat or a ram. Forgot his name. It'll come back to me. He's fighting him. The dude turns into like part of the planet. And Goku uppercuts him so hard that he almost blows up the planet. Naruto, Luffy can gum his way into beating Goku. No. Not at all. At all whatsoever. Nope.
I think the only person that Goku would have a problem with, bro, is One Punch Man. Because they never ever explain where his power come from. Bro literally said, yo, I do push-ups until I can't do them no more. Then I keep doing it. I run till I can't run no more. Then I keep running. Bro, he is like an ultimate warrior, bro. You gotta admit that. Yo, One Punch Man, bro, literally, there's nobody on par with One Punch Man, bro. If he hit you one time, bro, your eye socket will come out. It's coming, yo, your eye coming out the socket, bro.
I don't disagree.
I feel like,
but I don't agree either.
All right, so I'll say this. I feel like it'll be a good match for Goku, though. But if Goku take it light, if he take it too light, bro, I think One Punch Man might one punch his ass out. You know what I'm saying?
I don't know, bro. I don't think so.
Now, hold on. Let me ask you this, right? Because this has been something that's controversial too, right? That fight between Goku and Superman, bro. That always comes up. Who will win that fight?
Goku easy, bro.
I say Goku every time. Now, don't get me wrong, yo. I know Superman he can get mad power from the sun because he can absorb the rays and be supercharged, bro. But I always give it to Goku because I'm like, yo, this nigga, he will always reach another level when he needs to reach it. Yo. He always does. And I ain't even talking about him getting kryptonite because he probably wouldn't use kryptonite because that's too much of a coward way of winning. You feel me?
I'm gonna say this, right? Because Superman has a weakness, you can't beat Goku.
Yeah.
How you gonna beat Goku? You got a weakness. And you only that strong on Earth. Or in the solar system with the yellow sun.
Yeah.
Goku always gonna have his power no matter where he go.
Yeah, because if you take him somewhere with the red sun, it's just bomb.
You hear me?
Yeah. We gonna crack you.
I mean, if I hit you through a couple brick walls, you gonna die.
Yeah.
If we happen to be in a solar system where part of your planet exploded, you gonna die.
Yeah, I'm about to say, because all that kryptonite gonna be right on your, man.
It could be just space dust out here. Yeah, you breathing, you holding your breath out here, or I think Superman can breathe in space. I don't know, one or two, but you out there, just a little bit of space dust, or
You did.
you did.
Hold on. So this want to be one thing one of the last things I want to address about Dragon Ball Z, right? I want to address, and this is something that totally comes from fans, right?
Okay.
I hate the way that everybody tries to make Goku out to be a really bad father, right? So here and this is the thing for anybody out there, right? This is the reason why Goku isn't a bad father. Goku literally has to train because nobody else on Earth can beat the main villains that he can beat. Gohan was the exception with Cell, but let's be real. Gohan only reached the level that he reached because Goku was there. Because had Goku not been there and took him to the Hyperbolic Time Chamber, even if Gohan went Super Saiyan on his own, the same storyline would have played out with the androids. He would have died. It's no way that would happen. Like yo. And you see it, right? In the beginning of Dragon Ball Z, Gohan was like, 3 years old when he first went to when he went to go see Master Roshi and them, right before Raditz showed up.
Yeah.
So at that point in time, they hadn't been in no tournaments.
Right.
He literally has been home. He hasn't been training. And what happened when he's not home? What happened when he's home and he's training? A nigga like Raditz gonna beat him.
Yeah.
After Raditz beat him, what'd he do? Took that sensu bean, got out that cash. He trained the entire way to Namek, bro. He had no choice.
Yeah.
He stayed on Yardrat. Had he not stayed on Yardrat, guess what would have happened? Cell would have blew the Earth up. Because only on Yardrat did he learn instant transmission, which took Cell off the Earth.
Yeah. On top of that, we want to go into the movie. Goku is not a bad father because he's willing to break God's rule to save his son.
Yo. And BoJack Unbound, that scene is amazing. And let me tell you, once again, right? We see Gohan, who can go Super Saiyan 2, who is getting beat up by BoJack and them. He just will not transform and fight them.
My man said, yo, King Kai, it gotta be something we can do. You said, nah, yo, it ain't nothing you can do. You said, you sitting there impatient. He was like, yo, and what he say? My son needs my help.
Left,
BAM!
Crack him.
He said, yo, you gotta get it, yo. You gotta get to it.
And this the part that get me, right? Bro was a spirit. BoJack said, was that Goku?
He hit that man so hard. He knew who it was. He knew who it was.
Mind you, Vegeta couldn't do nothing with him. We been knew Yamcha, Tien and them couldn't do nothing with him, right? He laid them out.
On top of
couldn't do nothing with him.
Goku wasn't even in Super Saiyan form.
Nope.
He came down, BAM!
Regular spirit mode.
Yo say, yo, first of all, your lip was busted.
First of all,
yo,
cracked him, and then stopped Gohan from hitting the ground, and told him to wake up.
Facts.
And as soon as he got on the ground and he woke up, I know what I gotta do. You should have been do that, bro. Look at the situation,
bro. Krillin ain't show up. Wait, did Krillin show up?
I think Krillin got laid out early.
Oh yeah, Zanya ended up
laid him out early.
Well, I got it ready. She put him to sleep.
Bro, everybody got laid out, bro.
Yeah.
Everybody.
Tough.
It took for everybody to get beat for you to be like, I know what I gotta do. You should have been there. Did you not learn your lesson with Cell? When the Cell Juniors came out and was beating everybody up?
And since we back on that topic, That's the part that I couldn't stand about the Cell games. I want to help.
I just don't know how.
I just don't know how.
You could have been fighting Cell the entire time that they was getting beat by Cell Juniors, bro.
Listen, if you're so confident in me, why don't you teach me how to bring out my power?
Just charge up.
Just
Transform.
scream as loud as you can be.
It took for a hitless android to say, just let it go. Your father is dying. Krillin, these niggas are humans. He is dying.
Yo, it would have been enough for me to transform when the Cell Jr. knee Krillin in his back and you'll say, ah! He say, ah! I'm like, oh no, it's serious. Yo, he need him from, first of all, he was up on a mountain, bro. Yo climb to the highest, what the poets say in the Kanye West song, if I was on the highest cliff on the highest cliff and you jumped off the side and jumped on your back just like this, I would never let you down, yo. I would have transformed for Krillin right there, yo. Oh no, the situation is dire.
Yo.
We gotta make sure we go Super Saiyan 2 or something, whatever we call this.
Winston, it was so bad that after that hit,
Yeah.
you know, Krillin was still laid out on the ground. Because the Cell Jr. picked him up and put his nails through his neck. Because they was going to kill him. They was going to kill him.
Yo, he'll say, go on, do what you gotta do, man. First of all, the Krillin look like you ain't had no niggas. Do what you gotta do, man.
Bro, it was so, the situation was so bad. Goku was getting worked. It took for Tien and Yamcha to kick a Cell Jr., bro, and save him.
The bottom of the barrel.
You could have saved him, bro.
I said, thanks, guy. I said, yeah, you would have did the same for us. I ain't got no choice. Goku be on I ain't got no choice but to do it for you. Of course I'm going to do it for you.
Hey, yo.
If I don't do it, the whole planet going to blow up. Literally.
That's why I say, yo, you can't not. They say, all he ever want to do is just leave and train. He has to train, bro.
Now, we want to talk about bad anime dads. Let's talk about Gone Freaks. Your father is the worst.
Yeah, Hunter x Hunter. That's crazy.
Jing is the worst anime father ever. Yo left that man a tape cassette. Said, do you want to meet me? Yo said, if you want to meet me, stay on the tape. Yo said, just keep listening. Yo ain't say nothing, right? Yo said, do you want to meet me? Right? He just keep asking that. And going to sit there, I'm going to meet him someday. I'm going to be a hunter. Yo said, I really don't want to meet you. Basically. Yo said, he made it as hard as possible for him to find him. He said, well, if you're a true hunter, you'll find me. But I'm not looking for you, and I'm not looking forward to really meeting. But if you can find me, it's up there for you.
And nobody says nothing about that, yo.
Gone Freak's father is the worst.
Nobody says anything
Yo,
about that.
his father is so bad that one of the characters in there banged him in his face. Because they was like, yo, Gone was in the hospital, bro. You didn't even go see him. And Jing sitting there like, so Leorio and hit this nigga in the jaw, knock him out the chair. I'm sitting there like, man,
What you
so
do that
what?
for?
So what? Like, bro. And then the crazy thing is, like, they say Jing like one of the top hunters, right? Mm-hmm. But I think he's the top hunter. Literally, he's the worst father because he wanted to be the top hunter. Yeah. And even when you talking to him, he was like, yo, I understand you're gone. Like, I understand you wanted to go out and be a hunter. It was your dream and this, that, and the third. And then he's sitting there like, no, you're like, yo, what I really want is to fight stronger opponents, right? And they sitting at the top of the world tree, right? The tree is so huge, right? Sitting at the top of the tree, and he's like, I want to go to the dark continent. That's where the real creatures are. And Gon sitting there like, happy. I'm like, nigga, you next to the biggest deadbeat ever. Yeah. He not even worried about, hey, he don't tell him I love you. He just like, oh, you found me.
Even Goku will hug you. You know what I'm saying? And tell you, damn, yeah,
pat you on the head, tell you you did a good job or something.
Tell you, see you sooner or later. And then go right back to heaven. You know what I mean? Like that's, I say, I hate when I get into arguments with somebody. I get into an argument with somebody on Facebook like every other week about that.
About Goku being a bad father.
About Goku being a bad father all the time, bro. It get to the point, it make me so mad. I be wanting to really punch somebody, bro. Cause I say, it make me mad because I be like, I wish he was my father. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, that's just
real talk. He's like, honestly, if you really think about it, he's the epitome of them old school dads. I gotta do what I gotta do.
Yeah, I gotta go to work.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go to work. Your mother gonna cook dinner and everything else like that.
Yeah, I'm the old school dad. I'm gonna be there. I'm gonna give you everything that you need.
Mm-hmm.
I may not give you what you want, but I'm gonna give you everything that you need.
Yeah.
So yeah, I know you wanna hang out and go to the park, but I gotta train because if another alien comes, it's gonna destroy the whole planet, and you won't ever have the luxury of going to a park.
Right.
And then it's like, oh, but you want more love and compassion, but my love for you is being able to protect you.
Bro, he literally said at the end of the Cell Games, yo, I'm not gonna come back to Earth. Don't wish me back to life. Everybody that's bad comes to Earth because they come in for me. I was sent to the planet to destroy the planet. And I've been trying my hardest not to do it, but for some reason it seems like I've been doing that anyway.
Yeah.
So I don't want to come back. Like, yo, Gohan strong enough to handle all this by himself, yo, he'll be fine. He like, yo, and you know, when the time comes for all of y'all to come up here, yo, I want to hear everything that y'all do.
And it made me go back to the BoJack movie, right? When they be like, oh no, BoJack is on Earth. And he be like, and Goku be like, then he's already defeated.
Yeah.
My son will take care of it. Like,
you know what I'm saying?
I'm tearing up over here, yo. Those moments be so tough.
Bro.
He like, if he's on Earth, then he's already defeated, because my son's gonna take over. Yo,
Whole
even
time.
when Gohan power up, I'm my father's son. And the whole planet is erupting.
And what
All
happened?
the energy beams.
One hit. Chopping people in
Really
half.
2 hits. Really 2 hits for BoJack.
No, for BoJack. But I'm talking about everybody that kept shooting them little beams out that was trying to steal their energy. Like, bro, he chopped 2 people in half. He would have killed Shorty, but BoJack killed her on his own.
Yeah. And I like how when they was doing the little things, like they was putting the little thing like that to take your energy, he was just walking through it at the while. Like, that's how you could tell, like, yo, his energy level was on a whole different level.
After a while, he was breaking it, bro.
Yeah.
He was breaking it, bro. But yeah, yo, I love Dragon Ball Z, bro. Like,
One of the greatest
I don't think Akira Toriyama, like, I don't think that he ever believed how big that this thing really could be. Like, I know he probably believed in himself, but I don't think that he believed that it would take Storm the way that it did, man. And you know what I'm saying? Hats off to him, yo. You know what I mean? Rest in peace to him. I mean, like, yo, he really created something that, I mean,
it's really special, man. Like,
really
yo,
special.
I think one thing that ever since I found out that he passed away, I think one of the most amazing things is when I logged on to social media, how he made it to the shade room.
Yeah.
You know, I was
And the
like,
shade
bro,
room is normally for, you know, throwing shade. At
like,
somebody,
yo,
you know what I'm
he
saying?
made it to the shade room. Like, yo, he's so influential that, yo, almost every sport had paid homage to him. From the NFL, the NBA, soccer. I didn't see anything on tennis, but I'm certain somebody paid homage to it. Like, you got NFL players doing the fusion dance. You got basketball players doing the Kamehameha, football players doing the Kamehameha too. Like, yo, he created such a dynamic anime. And the crazy thing is, when he accepted an award some time ago, he said he felt like was non-deserving of it because he didn't watch anime.
Right.
He said, yo, I feel bad that the people that animate my show, I never watched it.
I mean, yo, but like you said, like, if he made the books.
Yeah. And that's what
he know exactly how it's gonna happen anyway.
it's like making music and then listening to your own song. I already know what's to expect. I know when the beat gonna drop. I know when the certain instrument's gonna come in, and I know what words I'm about to say. So it's like, it takes the fun out of it.
Yeah.
So I would much rather create the more of it than just keep listening or watching what I'm doing. But like, even to this day, like you were saying, he probably has no clue. Like, I mean, I'm certain he has a clue that the impact that it has on people. Like, because if you go to these Comic-Cons, almost everybody dresses up as a Goku, a Chi-Chi, or it's somebody on it. I've never seen anybody dress up like Krillin, but
Wow.
I'm certain there's somebody that will.
I mean, yeah.
I've never seen it, but like,
Me personally, I wouldn't, but
I've seen people dress up as Piccolo.
yeah.
And I'm like, and me personally, I would. I would. I want to be a Saiyan.
Yeah.
Because honestly, I think
That's where it's at. That's where it's at.
like, yo, the whole background of Saiyans is just tough. Like, yo, first of all, when Vegeta be explaining how they age, we've evolved as a warrior race. We retain our youth so that we can fight longer. Oh, that's so deep. That makes so much sense.
And that's why they are so related to black people.
Real talk. Though.
And because the black don't crack, and you could be 45 years old and look like 25, and you be like, damn, how?
Cause we got all this oppression that we fighting. We used to be fighting a whole bunch of oppression over here, so we gotta remain youthful to be able to fight it. So taxes, oh, they keep denying my business loan, That's why I keep looking young. They deny my business loan, I can't get the car, no,
Yo, well, with all that being said though, and this is gonna be my last question to you, right?
Okay.
Other than Goku. No. I'm sorry. Take the Saiyans out of it.
Okay.
Who's the greatest Earthling on DBZ? I'll tell you mine. I'm going TN.
And then it makes the question, is Tien really a human? Because he got 3 eyes.
Tien is human.
So where's the third eye come from?
You know how it is. That's the woke people, bro. Third eye.
Okay.
I'm going TN.
I'm going to say...
And tell me who you picked too.
Alright, so I'm going to start off like this, right? At one point, it was designated to be Yamcha. At one point, it was designated for him to be the best Earthling. Because when he was fighting the Great Saiyan, I said the Great Saiyan, the Cybermen, he was doing his thing. Even Gohan couldn't keep up with him. Mm-hmm. He was, wah, and Piccolo was like, you gotta listen. And then all of a sudden, he was, I can see him. And he was doing his thing. And then he got blown up. So then Krillin did the scattered Kamehameha and took out all of them. So I'm gonna say Krillin. So he got the techniques. He trained with Goku, first of all. Tien never trained with Goku.
Of course not.
So the Turtle Hermit School is gonna always be more superior.
So I said Tien off of this one episode, right?
I know what you're about to say.
I said it off of that one episode because when he did that tri-beam, he stopped Cell from coming up out of that hole. And I mean Cell was really like, he was really doing some damage to him. Yeah. He stopped him. Yeah. Even though it was killing him, he was doing his thing to protect Piccolo and them because it was a bad day.
Yo shot at least a good 5, 6 of them. Yeah. Probably maybe 8 or 10.
And he made a gigantic hole. And he kept Cell in that hole the entire time until he couldn't no more. And then Goku of course came and saved everybody like that.
You might be right.
That's why I gave it to him.
You might be right, because if he could hold off Cell in that form, that was second form.
Imagine what he could have did in the first form.
And Krillin was, and he wasn't even doing no damage.
Nah. Shit, Krillin had a hard time with him in first form when they was on the plane. Remember?
Yeah.
He was trying to kill the lady in the
But he hit him.
He
butted him. And he was keeping him at bay, but he didn't beat him.
But when Piccolo was showing up, Cell got out of there. Cause he was like,
somebody else asked me another question. Dang, there's so many episodes, bro. I ain't gonna lie, that episode when somebody in the comments had mentioned they had asked me what was one of my favorite episodes, and I forgot about this episode. Like I mentioned the Buu Saga joint, but when Goku was Super Saiyan against Android 19, bro, that fight is hard. Granted, he had the viral heart disease, but that build up when he goes Super Saiyan, bro. Like first of all, the eyes turn green. No, the head going up. The eyes turn green, then the yell, and then it all comes together. On top of that, before it even start off, you got Piccolo saying, "Your calculations. Did you calculate that Goku would be a Super Saiyan? Super Saiyan?" And he,
and
that joke was crazy.
And you can tell right then and there something was wrong with him because when he transformed like that against Trunks, it was way smoother. Yeah. It took him way too long to do it. They even said on the way there, they was like, he's sweating while he flying. Like, bro was really messed up though. But bro, I'm not gonna lie, bro. I appreciate you sitting down with me for this long period of time that we've been sitting down here. Like we really been doing this for
we
a minute.
we rap about an hour 26.
But see, that's what happened when you talk Dragon Ball Z, bro.
Yo, Dragon Ball Z do that. Yo, he do that.
You know what I'm saying? I know, but I appreciate you. You feel me? Clean your
No
schedule.
doubt,
I know
no
you
doubt.
got stuff that you gotta do and everything like that. Also, I appreciate everybody that tunes into the lives. Like you said, I'm
Appreciate
trying to get used to doing the lives. You know, this is something brand new that we're doing for this season right here. I think we're going to continue to do it, you know, as we get into later seasons. So thank you to everyone out there that tunes in on our lives. Thank you to everybody that tunes in to the audio version of the podcast. You know, please continue to work with us. I know it's been maybe like 2 weeks since the last time I did a podcast. So just work with me. There's a lot of stuff. Oh, my fault. I just been reminded it's been 3 weeks. My fault. You know, just y'all know what it is. Life gets in the way sometimes like that. But I do want to continue to keep on doing this content for y'all because I love all of y'all. I appreciate everybody out there, and I just hope everybody has a rest of the safe night. Hopefully, everybody isn't out too much. Well, no, then again, it's a Saturday, so a lot of y'all all still out.
But you also got to think that there's people all across the world, so some of them probably are just waking up.
Yeah, some of them are just waking up. You're absolutely correct. So thank you to everybody that tunes into the lives, and hey, we'll holler at y'all next week. Peace out.